Hello and welcome back. I am Sam, your lead tutor. Today, we are going to talk about one of the most critical responsibilities you have as a network engineer. We are tackling Skill 61. This skill is about securing network systems by establishing and enforcing policies, defining access, and administering firewalls. It is easy to think security is just buying a firewall, but a firewall without a policy is useless. It's like having a security guard who doesn't know who is allowed in. Our goal today is to teach you how to be the gatekeeper. You will learn to translate high-level business rules into strict technical controls that keep the bad guys out. Let's use my scaffold and ascend method to break this down. Security follows a life cycle. First, establish policy. You need to define the rules. Who is allowed to access the HR server? Can guests watch Netflix? Second, enforce policy. You take those written rules and turn them into technical configurations on your firewalls and routers. Third, monitor access. You watch the logs. Is someone trying to break in? Did a rule block legitimate traffic? Fourth, audit and review. Businesses change. A rule you wrote last year might be a security hole today. You must regularly review your policies. Let's start with establishing policy. The golden rule of network security is deny all. By default, nothing should pass. You only open holes for specific, approved traffic. This is the principle of least privilege. You need to define the rule clearly. Source, who is connecting? Destination, what are they connecting to? Service, what port are they using? Action, allow or deny. Your job is to translate business needs into this format. If marketing says, we need social media, you translate that to source VLAN 10, destination Instagram.com, port 443, action allow. Now, enforcement. This is where you configure the firewall. You might be using a basic packet filter or a next general firewall that understands applications. Always use objects. Don't write IP addresses directly into rules. Create a group called web_servers and use that. It makes the rules easier to read and update. Crucially, remember that order matters. Firewalls process rules from top to bottom. If you put a deny all rule at the top, nothing will work. Always put your specific allow rules first and the deny all rule last. Once the policy is live, you must monitor it. Security is not set and forget. Enable logging on your rules. You need to see if traffic is actually hitting them. Look for shadowed rules. If a rule has 0 hits after 6 months, maybe it's redundant, or maybe a rule above it is blocking the traffic first. And use change control. Never just tweak a firewall rule on a whim. Every change creates a potential hole. Document it, get it approved, and then implement it. Let's see S61 in action. A user's laptop gets infected with malware that tries to phone home to a hacker's server. Detection. You are monitoring the firewall logs. You see a huge spike in traffic from a single internal IP address going to a suspicious external IP on a weird port, like 6667. Enforcement. You act fast. You log into the firewall and create an emergency deny rule for that specific source IP, cutting off the communication. Investigation. You then use port security to shut down the physical switch port, isolating the laptop so it can be cleaned. Review. Afterwards, you update your automated botnet filtering policy to ensure this specific threat is blocked automatically next time. Modern security is moving towards zero trust. The old model was hard shell, soft center. Once you were inside the firewall, you were trusted. Zero trust says, never trust, always verify. Even if you are inside the office, you don't get access to the finance server unless you prove you need it. We achieve this by segmenting the network with internal firewalls and using identity-based rules. Instead of saying, allow IP 10.1.1.5, your firewall rule says, allow user, Sam. This prevents lateral movement. If a hacker compromises my laptop, they can't jump to the server because they don't have my user privileges. For your portfolio, S61 is about demonstrating control. Use the STARR method. Situation. A new SQL database server was being deployed for the finance team. Task. I needed to secure the server while allowing the application to connect. Action. I defined a strict policy. I configured the firewall to allow traffic only on TCP port 1433, SQL, and only from the specific IP address of the application server. I included a deny all rule at the end and enabled logging. Result. The server was deployed securely. The logs proved that only authorized traffic was entering. Reflection. I learned that being as specific as possible with firewall objects reduces the attack surface significantly. If you are doing your major project, S61 is where you prove your solution is safe. Include a policy table in your report. List the source, destination, port, and action for every rule you created. Include screenshots of the firewall configuration. Crucially, justify your rules. Right, I explicitly block port 80 to force all web traffic to use port 443, HTTPS, ensuring encryption. This proves you didn't just build connectivity, you built security. To conclude, security is your responsibility. You are the gatekeeper. Remember the process, policy comes first. Define the rules before you touch the keyboard. Adopt the mindset of deny by default. Only allow what is necessary. And remember to monitor. A firewall is a living system that needs care and attention. I challenge you to log into your home router and look at the firewall logs. Who is trying to connect to you? It's an eye-opening exercise. Thank you for your focus, and I will see you in the next session. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you now feel more confident in mastering this topic. If you found value in this session, I have a small favor to ask. Please hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, and follow our channel. It really means a lot to me and helps the algorithm show these lessons to other apprentices just like you who need support. Don't forget, you can download today's slides and the full transcript at www.mentorinai.com EPAHUB. While you are there, check out our mock interview and portfolio review services to make sure you are fully ready for your EPA. See you in the next video. Keep learning.